Hey guys, this is Chris from Chris and Kai's Cooking Show. Just getting our video started a little late this morning. I kind of overslept, so that's where we're at. I know I spoke a little bit about this yesterday in our video, but we are starting out the day cold smoking some cheese. I have a couple of these smoke tubes that I bought in a 2-pack. Like I said, I didn't need both of them, but this goes in your grill. We call it cold smoking. Why? Because we want the we want the cheese to stay cold. I've had the cheese sitting out for about 20-30 minutes. We don't want it to be all condensed when we're smoking it. We don't want it to be, or condensation I should say, sorry. So what are we smoking? Well, this here is a 3-year-old sharp that I got from the cheese shop. And then I got 2 pieces of mozzarella that I just chopped in half, so we're at 4. They're pretty thick. Those came from the cheese shop also. Got a little bit extra that fell off. Pretty tasty. I did try a little bit of this. I do love a good sharp, so it was tasty. They had a 10-year sharp, but that stuff was about 3 times as much. This one here is the habanero jack cheese. Smoked jack cheese is one of my favorites, so we went with a spicy one. And then this is chipotle cheddar. These 2 are both Hennings. Hennings makes some pretty dang good cheese. So that's where we're at, guys. And then I have this, which is what we're going to use on to get it started. We're going to use our smoker, but we're not actually going to smoke it. So over here in the freezer, hopefully this won't be a huge mess. I've got this little tray full of ice, so we're just going to slide underneath these bad boys. That's what we're going to do to keep them from getting cold or warm. Even though the cold smoke is not that hot, it's still enough to do some damage. So that's another reason I put these cheeses on this side, is because they're going to take longer. These should take about 2 hours. These should take about 3. And then as soon as we're done with that, we got a bunch of smoked sausage. I mean, not smoked sausage, but Polska kielbasas and Cajun. We're still going to spice them up a little bit, and then we're going to throw them on. Yeah. So that's where we're at. We're going to rotate this on outside. Alright guys, we are going rogue. We are outside. So we are at the Green Mountain Grill. Don't mind the fact it's still a little dirty. You can see we've got the smoker set up. Let's see if we can get this thing lit. I know when I watched people doing this, they were using a torch, but I don't have a torch. This is what I could find at Walmart, so. Hoping this works. Taking a little longer. Alright guys, I'm going to put this on hold while I get this started. Alright, so after burning myself, you can see I got a little fire started. We're going to go ahead and close this up because it's kind of getting a little windy. And hopefully that'll start smoking pretty good. Just make sure she's opened all the way. Alright guys, we will be back in about an hour to flip these bad boys over. Alright guys, we are back. Don't mind me, I might be dying a little bit. Walmart has these ghost chili noodles. And yeah, they are alright, so gonna say that this smoke tube is melting the cheese pretty nicely, and we don't want it to melt, so Oh, I'm gonna flip this around. I'll flip these over. They've been in here for a while. We don't want them melting. We just want them smoking. You can see that one's got a nice smoke ring on it. So we're gonna pull these over here. Get them a little bit farther away from the smoke tube. Maybe get another hour on them. You can see a little bit melted in there. It's kind of a warm day for this. Looks like our smoke tube's about halfway dead, so we'll probably pull them all off after this and then stick them in the fridge. Oh, that's where we're at with that, guys. It's a beautiful day. Cold smoking cheese is better done when it's cold out. That way you don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. But it should still be fine. Once we get it in the fridge, it'll cool back down. Maybe the freezer. Anyways, we're gonna come back in about an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and get another tray full of ice and stick it in there and pull this one out. So we'll be back. Alright guys, we are back. Better than ever. Got the cheeses off of the smoker. I think putting them in the middle and then putting some ice on top and bottom helped. They definitely heated up more than they needed to, and my stomach is still feeling it. So let's take a look at this cheese real quick. You can see there's definitely some smoke flavor. I'm not sure that one's got as much smoke flavor as it looks like because it was chipotle, so it's pretty dark. So those should be good. Now what do we want to do now? Because we don't want to eat these right away. What I really needed is some parchment paper, and since I don't have parchment paper, bad chef, bad. We're going to put these in some wax paper. Hopefully that won't ruin them. We really want the condensation to stay off. Let me make sure. Yeah, condensation is not going to stay off with this wax paper, unfortunately. But we're going to put it in the fridge anyways, because these can't just sit out. So we'll get them wrapped up. We're in the process of switching to actually smoking. I didn't pull the smoke tube off just because I don't really have any place to put it right now. So what we're going to do is let it burn out while I smoke our next selection. So our next selection is what you might ask. It's the sausage. Oh, that mozzarella looks gorgeous. Hopefully this doesn't ruin any of the cheeses. Some of it melted down enough that it's going to be kind of a pain to actually. It'd be a pain to actually slice it, but it'll be chunks, I guess. Alright. Put the mozzarella in there. The longer you can put these in the fridge, the better, they say. So, let's, sorry. Issues going on here. We're going to take a short intermission, guys. Alright, we are back. So, we have our sausage. We'll get a quick look at that. Look, here we have Zatarain's Cajun. This should be the Polska kielbasa. That should be andouille. Not really sure. I probably mixed them up. Zatarain's is the easy one. The other two were not so easy. So for the Zatarain's, I've got 2 rubs I'm going to put on that one. Switch it back. I've already sliced it. This is going to help it's going to help any oils just seep out while it's cooking. So, swamp thing. We're gonna put on one of these. I didn't cut it all the way through. I just cut it down to where, you know, it'd be easy to slice afterwards. So, swamp thing, and then Heath Ryle's Cajun Creole garlic butter. It's not one I use a whole lot. Try and get some on the bottom. Whew. Chop that one up a little bit. I'm gonna roll these over just a hair. Some of my cuts went further than I wanted them to, so those two are good. Now, for the next two, I have a bacon barbecue rub. Wow. Got a little seasoning up in my nose. So, that was not cool. Anyways. So yeah, a little pepper in that. See if we can make this work now. Maybe not. Alright, so I think we're good. Let's hope. Bacon barbecue. I had a jalapeno barbecue one. This one's a little picked up. So, this one does have a pretty good flavor. I like it. Just don't use it a whole lot. I pick my favorites, right? Alright, so that one. The other non-spicy one I'm going to do is Boar's Night Out double garlic butter. See how well this works. This is going to be one of those things that I just eat cold. So, you know, after they smoke, whatnot. Well, as long as there's leftovers. I'm hoping there's leftovers. Alright, so next, we're going to use Cosmo Q's Hot Dirty Bird. Why not? It's coming out pretty thick on that one. Alright. Beautiful. Some of that rub should be getting inside those cracks too. That is another reason for cutting that. So, I'm a little late, but we're using whiskey barrel pellets from Traeger. They're like a maple wood or something like that. Pretty tasty. I like them with my last outing. Oh, and this last one is Operation Barbecue Relief. By buying this, it helped out somewhere down south where they bring food to people. It's Cajun Bayou rub. Should be going on the andouille sausage. Anyways, I got the smoker actually smoking with some heat, so we're gonna go ahead and cook these at 225 for 2 hours with, like I said, whiskey smoke. It's gonna be some extra smoke since we still have the smoke tube going, but either way, I'm just gonna throw these bad boys in there. I might check them out in an hour and see what they're looking like. Flip them over, but we'll see. Alright guys, we'll be back. Hey guys, I am back. Everything is done. I left these on for about 2.5 hours. They say internal temp of 160 or 155. Let them rest for 10 minutes, and then when that's done, they should be around 165. I've got some Ritz crackers. These are the everything ones. They don't taste like everything anything, but they're tasty. Let's get a shot on this food here. Next up, you can see the Zatarans, and then the Polska, and then this is kind of mixed up. Hopefully we'll get it. I have a boatload of the mozzarella. Probably my least favorite, sadly. I did like the sharp pretty well. Let's plate up some stuff. Try and get a mix of these. I've already tried the Zatarain's ones. Those turned out pretty tasty. There you go. Pretty easy meal. Hopefully it'll be good all week. Definitely a strong smoke flavor for sure. They suggest to leave it in the fridge for a while, 24 hours to get some, to let some of that smoke flavor go. I don't have 24 hours, so we're just eating it. Sausage turned out the perfect color too, especially that Zatarain's. All right, guys, that's it. Enjoy the rest of your long weekend. Remember what it's for. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been Chris and Kai's Cooking Show. All right, guys.